Amazing evening, Nigeria. Thank God it's Sunday. Shibi, good day free to talk. Say thank God it's Sunday. Welcome to another beautiful day for us to talk about things when they happen for inside our country, as we dey always do, because they say make we continue to dey talk they create awareness, they sensitize people, they enlighten people until one day the talk could reach the right ear and it could spark the right reaction what we expect them to spark. My name is Precious Enye. It dey always sweet my belly to bring on a matter them when they happen for inside Nigeria. And today no be a different day. The day don't reach the year don't already reach. I mean the month already reached number 9. So we don't day here again to bring on a more to read them of things that they happen for inside the country. And of course, I have a Sunday medicine where they join me every Sunday for inside the show. But before I let you know who in be, make I go tell on us some matter the way we go to touch light this evening. Now, I remember that video where Omoyole Sowore been post where he called President Bola Ahmed Tinubu criminal. I didn't mince words. Those were his words. As a matter of fact, I even remember say I post them that day when they talk and say this criminal went to Brazil to say XYZ XYZ. That particular post, yeah. So DSS don't write X, aka Twitter. Say make them delete that post from Shawari page. Twitter, instead of them to remove am, come write Shawari come talk, say, come cast am, say, in the comment, whether na lie, when a president lie, be no lie. Now waiting in the talk. So say in the comment. So make I begin giving at the head. I just make I create the background, make one understand. Nigerian government gives X.com, aka Twitter, 24 hours to pull down Shawari's anti-Tinubu tweet. Shawari defiant say, I know they pull nada. Chop me, bury me. I know they pull anything. Make una do what you want to do. I did where I did. Very interesting conversation. Make we enter inside other parts of that conversation, other parts of issues that they happen for inside Nigeria. There is a story here about an inside plot, an inside INEC secret plot to manipulate 2027 elections for Tinubu. APC Abdul Razak Yusuf tipped to replace Yakubu. Abdul Razak Yusuf, na APC member, they say na him go likely replace Yakubu, and they don't bring out this scope. The way BC they go use rig the election in favor of Tinubu. Now be me carry amo na Sowore newspaper, People's Gazette. Sahara reporters carry am, but we'll go look into the conversation. But we go enter inside other issues. Boko Haram don't kill over 60 people, about 63 people for inside an attack we happen for Borno community. The governor of the state also affirmed that. In fact, as it get to do with the attack, Ndume don't condemn the killing of 63 fresh people for inside Borno attack. Talk say that one no good. And Atiku Abubakar don't want victims of Borno Boko Haram attack, call for unity against terror. Make everybody join body together, make we unite against terror. Bandits don't kill one. Scores they missing for inside Kwara community. For Kwara state backyard, their bandits don't kill people. People don't disappear because of waiting bandit attack. Suspected bandits also storm Katsina community, kill 7 villagers. You hear me? Inside Katsina, kill 7 villagers. All this one they happen for inside Nigeria. Bandits now protecting us against external attacks. Now, so Katsina community don't they tell residents. Katsina community residents they talk say now bandits they protect them against other bandits attacks. Do you get the point? Do you get the point? Because they pay them well. Oh, and they come and go talk about that. Meanwhile, the governor of Kaduna State they talk. Say, see, this insecurity where they happen like this, waiting they make and the worst na poverty and neglect. And people go say neglect from who? And poverty caused by who? That now the question where people they ask Governor Obasani of Kaduna State. Insecurity. Northern leaders don't vex. As this Boko Haram all happen, they vex. They don't demand the sack of all security chiefs. Cabinet overhaul. So make Tinubu sit up for this security matter because see this one it don't too plenty. As they talk to you like this, we they hear say Ganduje fit likely join ADC to do coalition against Tinubu. But in don't deny saying they join ADC. But that matter still dey ground. Southwest go vote massively Tinubu for inside 2027. Now who they talk this one? Now so APC people they post. Say if I not go vote, but I not worry. The whole of Southwest they go come together vote for him. Southwest votes they enough to make him president. That's a question where people they ask. Talking about politics inside Nigeria, Nigerian politics is about betrayals. I was betrayed during 2015 elections. Jonathan, now they talk about this one and how they take betrayal. In fact, he opened up again on the eligibility to run. He say in the unstoppable. Are we likely to have a Jonathan ticket? I hear that he was 8 fumes as the same Sowore calling principal empty with nothing to offer for inside Ondo State. Say I hear that what they empty and you don't get anything to offer. Now they say, sure, well, they hold you for this side, they go to the other side. You know, go stay one place. Exposed Lagos supermarket selling expired groceries to shoppers. That one said big grand go look into. Dangote wants to bring back slavery. Nupeng says no going back on Monday strike. Say that they go strike on Monday. Why you go say make your workers no join union? It won't make it turn them to slave. That's not the matter where they grant. Federal government don't disburse 192 billion naira for primary health care as delivery as the cost of delivery don't rise up very, very well. But with this disbursement, it gets any change where it go make to especially stop infant and maternal mortality for inside the country. That na part of things we will go look at this evening. It's always a pleasure, always a pleasure to bring on a matter the money share for inside the country. I'm going to make a go to introduce you now to my Sunday tonic this evening, Prince Francis Chilaka. Good evening, sir, and welcome.
Pray, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. Am I fine? I'm not too sure I'm fine, but I'll try to be fine. In fact, one of the
You
things that makes me fine is to be here talking with you guys. So
don't,
because I'm
you don't get choice. You don't get choice than to be fine now because
here,
you're not fine. The federal government don't send you.
so if I say I'm not fine at my own risk.
At your own risk. And also, your state where you come from, your consultant is not even talking about pushing power yet.
Make we
So,
go straight. Make we go straight to the point now. They thought say they go give make I just leave that matter. Let's protect our mental health. You know, so they protect my mental health. Make we go straight to the issue where they ground. I sure say you see that video where it be say, I mean that post we shall already make, right? And then based on the video where President Bola Ahmed Tinubu be make for inside Brazil. You see that video now, no need for me to play them again now. When talking for inside Brazil, talk say right now, say since in administration, say our economy don't stabilize, and say the governor of central bank they here, say we need to do speculation again, and they say corruption don't stop since under in watch. But even if it be say maybe the president exaggerates small as the chief marketing officer of the country, is it fair for Moyole Sowore to post this one where he post where he put am? See as he put the headline of the post that time he say this criminal, he tag am. Oh, that man stubborn no. He tag am actually went to Brazil to state that there is no more corruption under his regime in Nigeria. What audacity to lie shamelessly. How do you speak to a president of Nigeria like that? How? How does so DSS now don't vex now? Carry the matter, enter inside the owners of no be Mark Zuckerberg, enter inside Elon Musk platform where be done by from the owners of Twitter. Tell them say, make sure say the person will post this thing, make they delete the post. They carry robust letter. Make her the right to show now. You know say anything why they carry come na evidence before now go talk say na me talk because I don't get any opinion here. Now my on our opinion now they carry. The letter is plenty. In fact, make us start from the beginning of the letter. So they carry the letter, go meet X, tell X, say, make them delete the post. X, they talk, say, they not go delete the post. In fact, before they say they go even delete the post, they say, make them ask the person who put the post, say, but why the X have go behave like that? I'm about people. Person tell you, say, delete something. Carry a whole coat of arm, their DSS logo, everything right to you. Say, make them delete something, say, it is against our laws for inside our country for person to post. Instead of the X to kukuma jejely go delete the thing the way you use them, then first of all, come do a protocol go give person wey be say they say make they delete him post. Come write am for backyard. Come tell am say, Sowore o, abeg no vex o, because we like to freedom of speech here. Abeg, see the message wey be say your country people send to me. Say make we delete your post. Abeg, we say make we ask you whether make we delete am or make we no delete am. Sowore sef come carry the matter come for the streets of social media. Come cast am. Come dey lambast on a president. Come dey lambast DSS. Come dey lambast everybody. Prince Francis Chilaka, how we go take do this kind of matter? Because the matter long, you see now the way they use word them, you know, write up. Make I read them out. I be don't read them. You go help us the
uh,
cover them now. Don't read the
Precious.
letter.
You
Sir,
know,
I surrender.
when I saw that video of your president,
Mm.
when our president trying to misyan and they deny him, it becomes
Mm.
your president. When I saw that
Mm.
video, I said the first thing that came to mind is that this country is being demarketed by those who are meant to portray the image, those who are meant to be truthful and sincere to the citizens.
Mm.
Because I do not understand what Mr. President meant when he said the country is corruption free. We've had an ongoing inquisition about the allocation of lands by the Minister of the FCT, the purchase of house in the US that is still under investigation. So when you say there is no corruption, you need to tell us where you have stopped that corruption. After all, you heard the Minister of is it Internal Affairs or what's that? Is the Minister in charge of National Nigerian Immigration Service telling you that the reason why they're increasing the price of your passport
That is
is
all
because of
Jojo. Mm.
yes, it's
Mm.
because of the bribery and corruption going on. So in
Mm.
one breath,
Actually, they be
in
talking
one
that
breath, yes, in
like
one
Minister
breath,
of
your president is
Interior.
saying,
Mm.
yes, Minister of Interior, sir. In one breath, your president is saying, oh, this country is corruption free. On the other breath, people are saying, oh, corruption is eating us deep down. If you say that the country is corruption free, what has happened to the case of the former governor of Kogi State?
Yahaya Bello.
Yes. What has happened to the
They
case
don't bail him
of
now.
coming? What has happened to the case of your former minister of aviation that scammed 200 million Nigerians plus? What has happened to the case of Beta Edu? These are things that, when you want to talk, especially on the international forum, you must be careful of what you say. And I find it very, very disheartening that, those who micromanage Mr. President are not doing their jobs properly. So, in Sowore, in responding to that, Sowore not responded as a bitter and a bitter and dissatisfied Nigerian. And if you go to the streets of Lagos or across the country to seek people's opinion, they will all share the same sentiment as Sowore. You know that Sowore, I'm not one of those who patronize him, but in this one, I totally stand with him. In the sense that Mr. President has lied to international community. There is corruption in this country where make we know they pretend say make we not bring this idea of somebody go say, how are you? Meanwhile, you are very sick. You go say, I am healed. I am fine.
It is well,
No.
It is well.
It is not well. All is not well. So let us say things the way they are. So that your destiny helper no go believe say you don't blow, it no go help you. So, and DSS now, right? See, I'll tell you this. I think it was last week or so, I was telling you something. I said, this government, from everything it is doing, is looking for an opportunity to toe the line of the former late president, to ban X, to ban Facebook, to ban YouTube. Because suddenly, this is where Nigerians express themselves. So they brought out an act, what do they call it? Cyber crime act, whatever they brought up. They found out that people it is not holding people the way they wanted to hold people. So they're looking for a way to be, because if you read that letter, it says consequences.
Yes.
And what would be the likely consequences? The only consequences we see as Nigerians is for them to ban X in the Nigerian space. So the government is looking for an opportunity to do that, to ensure that Nigerians do not get information as they want. But that is not democratic. It's not democratic. It's not what you see in a democracy. But unfortunately, are we practicing democracy in Nigeria?
Okay,
are we
so
really practicing democracy?
make we look at some core issues we dey for inside the message we Sowore put up, because go good make we just speak to the the talk without speaking to the the text of the message where it be say the DSS sent to X to Twitter made them use bring down the post. Or in fact, they don't even say made them bring down, they say made them disband, made them come out your accounts, made them come out in accounts totally. Now they say misleading information and willful intention to furthering an ideology capable of
And what is that? What is
incitement.
the ideology?
That is what I'm wondering. How does
Because
a
I'm trying to
post
understand when they say misleading, precious, you come on air
uh,
and you say something, and I'm telling you that what you said is wrong. How am I misleading people?
so that is
It
why
is
I want us
useless.
to
Who's
that is why I
misleading
want
who
us to
here?
that is why I want us to scrutinize it now. Now what
Yes,
make
now
I
who's
want maybe
misleading who? The
I
government is misleading the people. Your president came
eh,
out and said that, oh, that they have met their budget needs. They have made so much money. They don't need, they're cruising. On the other day, you hear the president saying he needs another loan. So who's misleading the people? We had this government telling us that, oh, people were going to be import rice, grains, duty free. The first 180 days, that passed, nothing happened. Up to today, precious, as a
ah,
journalist that you are, as a professional that you are, please mention one company that has been quoted as importing grains into this country. Mention one. So the government must understand that Nigerians are no longer as gullible as they think they are.
okay.
Nigerians,
Are you insinuating that the government deliberately gives us an information that is slightly untrue and then expect us to pretend like it
the,
is correct?
this government, as far as I'm concerned, is operating more on propaganda than reality.
Eh.
Yes.
But at the come make we still they go back to that Sowore message because again people they talk say the words when him use they too strong. How do you call someone a criminal? But then going back to it, they then come talk about cybercrime, hate speech, to discredit, disparage the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and cause serious threats to national security of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Demand for immediate and urgent ban, deactivation of his account. That's what they put up. You understand?
I'm trying to wrap my finger around something. I'm trying to understand what they mean by national threat. Where is the threat?
Because he called the president a criminal, so it's a threat. Because the international community will come to look at our president as somebody who be say get questionable character.
Your president has not been able to. Your president has not been able to prove beyond reasonable doubt.
Eh.
Don't forget. Don't forget that run up to the election, his credentials were being questioned. Don't forget that INEC, that doesn't even start from the roof because of all this issue of trying to disparage your president. INEC told us, INEC published the school start, the school he used, the secondary school your president used. And it became obvious when people
No, no,
started,
no.
because
INEC no publish the secondary school certificate because he no get the only certificate where we know we ain't get for INEC hand now only in Chicago State University certificate.
which is
Then
also
say now
which is
waiting
also
make
the
Keyamo talk
question.
say now waiting make Keyamo talk saying be whiskey. He was so intelligent that he homeschooled from homeschooling nine income enter university. Now so them
Even
talk
that
that.
Chicago result is in question. It's in doubt. People are questioning it. If you recall what his lawyer said during the when Atiku,
Yes, during that case.
yes, he said that if the school releases the information they want, it's going to be injurious to him. So they started it. Sowore just following their footsteps.
Now,
When you continue to hide something from people, you are making people to dig more into you.
So now one of the worries we be said in the site say one because intact President Bola Ahmed Tinubu tweet original Twitter handle for inside that post and say na wetin make am dey very injurious. And then secondly, dem talk say this particular tweet still dey in circulation and say the thing go fit make some people now to resort to violence to vent their anger because say this particular tweet wey im tweet say e dey face condemnation by majority of Nigerians. As majority of Nigerians no happy about the tweet and they fit enter streets now or cause wahala because of say they no happy to show their anger. So now wetin make dem dey
Now,
tell
now,
that
now
to ban
tweet go make them. Now tweet won't make people enter street. I mean, at the hunger and lack of and poverty wey dey for the land.
am.
Now hunger and poverty they make people enter street, not be tweet. Those wey supposed to enter street, how many of them dey for Twitter or for X? Now hunger. When you're not satisfying the yearnings of the people, when you're not taking care of their desires, their needs, when you're not creating employment for the teeming youth, then go make the enter street, not be tweet. After all, when Jonathan was in power, we not see tweet wey pass this one. We don't see tweet wey pass this one, which was also spearheaded by the APC. Not the APC come and come down and say, "Oh, the president they clueless." Do you know what it means to tell the international community that your president is clueless? Did President Jonathan, as at that time, arrest anybody?
No.
Did he go and complain to Twitter? When they carry the coffin, when they carry the coffin,
is extremely dangerous. They say they
when they
dangerous.
carry the coffin of your serving president, then Jonathan, did he arrest anybody?
No.
Was it not on social media? Was it not on Twitter? Was it not on Facebook? Was it not on Instagram? Was anybody's account deactivated? Was anybody arrested? That is why the Igbos will have a saying that the man who cuts neck will never allow you to take knife and go behind him. And that's what's happening with this government. This is a government right from 2013, 14, 15 came to power using the power of protest, using the power of the social media. So why are they afraid? What are they afraid of?
All right, sir. So with all of these ones wey be say happen, Sowore himself self don't come at us. I not fit read the message finish because time dey go. I need us to move to other issues. So Sowore himself also come at come talk say, in fact, as Twitter write am say, see the message wey be say your government sent to us. So he himself come at come post and come talk say he said quite a lot. In fact, for a very lengthy message wey be say in post, he talk plenty things. Talk say he no go gree o. He no dey comot anything. Now he said the drowning Tinubu regime exports national disgrace to Twitter. Yay! Again, official DSS NG, he tagged them all, joins the fray after Nigeria police failed or Nigeria police failure. This morning, I woke up to yet another act of national disgrace, an assault on institutions and on common sense. I had seen it coming since last Tuesday when a group of hired DSS protesters paraded around the Federal High Court and the Federal Ministry of Justice, chanting that I should leave Tinubu alone, even demanding that the DSS arrest me. So it came as no surprise to discover a ridiculously crafted letter from the DSS to X, aka Twitter, demanding that my Twitter account or X account be deactivated within 24 hours. Now, they're not even demanding that that particular post be pulled down. They are demanding that his account be deactivated. Now, he said, I won't be surprised if the same has been extended to my Facebook page, where similar views have gained currency against Bola Tinubu's official Batitaga making and redundant, corrupt, and non-performing state governors. Now, the brazenness and of this is not only unconstitutional, and I need not even mention the constitution because these guys are outlaws who operate above their own laws. However, this latest self-disgrace by the official DSS is a desecration of our national unity. He contacted the president again. He said the regime has long hidden behind the Nigeria police force to harass, torture, and prosecute him, Sowore. He said, first, during the End Bad Governance national protest, they ordered the Nigerian Immigration Services to seize his passport. Say, to place him on no entry list at all international airports. Following that, the illegal IGP had arrested him. He said quite a lot. He said they have gone so far as to falsely declare in an open court last week that I am engaged in terrorism financing. Saying I'm waiting federal government don't come accuse them of saying they engaged in terrorism financing, a shameless pretext, he said, to justify unlawful actions and prepare the people or the public to further attack against me in acts that include the use of state actors masquerading as non-state actors to harm me physically. This is the exact reason the DSS NG claims that the Tinubu supporters are angry, that Nigerians are angry. Say not be Nigerians they vex, say that people where they support them, where they know say they won't use against them. But who are these supporters, if not the leadership of the DSS, perhaps the police and other security agencies that have become conscienceless and totally lost to national priority? To the he said to now export this disgrace to Twitter in the US shows how far Nigeria has sunk into the hands of its most incompetent and dysfunctional citizens, saddled with the responsibility of managing the national security or its national security. The DSS and I have been here before under the defunct Buhari regime. The same methods were deployed: force, subterfuge, and hiding behind rogue units. It all fell flat. And just as before, the leading actors will once again disappear into obscurity. I have asked Nigeria, he said, I have asked Nigerians the most critical question before, and I ask it again. Do you want to continue being held hostage by a tiny, wicked, inhuman or inhumane band of rogues? Now, waiting they ask Nigerians. As for me, there is no going back. The struggle against the criminals continues. And he says ceaselessly, with or without Twitter account, with or without Facebook, or and whether I am in jail or outside of jail, he continues. He has also tweeted quite a couple of other tweets to buttress his point. Now, what does he mean for all this one? Be saying in they defiant, in they do anything to commodity. In fact, he even said in further tweets that he's not going to delete it. Say the tweet go remain there. Anything where they want to make them do. What's in this one now? I mean, what we will see in the next couple of days, because he even tagged the particular post. When he tagged him, he said, "This is the tweet here. This morning, X contacted me that I should delete it. I don't tell them say I need to delete them. Say he go did it. Even message, put up the message where X sent to him to ask him whether made them delete them. Say it did, because of fairness and fair hearing, now he make it the right time."
When a husband and wife are having a brawl, it's always good to hear from two sides. When you listen to the two sides, you'll be able to, give an informed judgment and take an informed decision. I'm happy that X reached out to him to get his own views, which is the right thing.
That one be very good though. Now,
yes, which is the right thing to do, and in fairness to Sowore, because like I said, he's not one of those I patronize or anything, but I believe that we all cannot keep quiet. We will continue to speak truth to power. And that is the only way to get this country moving. When everybody keeps quiet the way they want us to keep quiet, we will not have a country at the end of the day. So if, as a government official, you say something that is not proper, people have the right to tell you, "Oga, you don't miss yan." There are more pressing issues for the DSS, for the police to battle with, and not bothering themselves with who posted something on Twitter and who did not post anything on X. So for me, I feel that we're wasting so much resources trying to look for the smaller criminals when the bigger criminals are having a field day. So if for instance, DSS tells me, "Oh, we have arrested your former Minister of Aviation, we have arrested the former governor of Kogi, we have arrested this person, we have taken them to court," me, I will support them. I will even be tweeting on their behalf. But somehow it appears that the DSS is more concerned about what ordinary Nigerians say and how they say it. I understand the fact that, yes, we must put our country first. But like I keep saying, you cannot have peace without justice. You cannot say, oh, all is well without justice. At the end of the day, that is more like peace of the graveyard. So Mr. President himself should ask himself sincerely, where do we stand in terms of corruption? What is the policy statement of this administration when it comes to the issue of corruption? So let us know. Is this government fighting corruption? If the government is fighting corruption, how well is she fighting it? Who have been punished since they came to power? So that when you put all this side by side, you allow Nigerians to decide whether Sowore is lying or whether the government is misinforming the people or whether the government is the one, you know, demarketing Nigeria outside the shores of Nigeria. So for me, it's neither here nor there, but the truth of the matter is that Nigerians are not happy. I have spoken to quite a number of Nigerians. When that presidential statement came out, people were so angry, people were so upset. So it's not only Sowore, but Sowore has just been the mouthpiece of the people, So that's just where it is. I think we should move to second base. I'm sure that in the next couple of days or so, maybe they will declare Sowore wanted or invite him for questioning and then end up locking him up.
Hmm. Thank you so much, sir. Well, make we see as this matter they go because we don't know whether at the end of the day X will say make them deactivating your account and whether Facebook too could deactivating your account. We never know as it will take end. Or maybe this one when you don't bring them out public now, whether the DSS fee vex can even take more action by even arresting him. We never know as it will end so
But
far. You know,
precious, when we're saying we're looking for the end of this, put it at the back of your mind that it's not just something targeted at Sowore. It is something targeted at all vocal
Nigeria,
Nigerians on
absolutely.
social media.
Absolutely. 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 So Sowore na just a scapegoat for this one. In fact, who knows?
Yes.
Maybe other people on where their mouth not too strong, self, they on the way. And where be say people never even hear their own case. You can't even tell. That now waiting other people they talk to be that. But Mike will quickly speak to the insecurity for the country, and then we'll enter inside an exclusive which already also reveal on how they want to take rig election for 2027. Because that one a very important exclusive I would like me to talk about. But I don't know whether you dare where say Boko Haram don't terrorists raid Darul Jamal a community for inside Borno State on Friday night and then kill at least 63 people, including 5 soldiers follow die for inside that attack. At the moment, we be say then confirmed 63 people don't lose their lives, both civilians and military. Although the civilian casualties they more because they say over 50 civilians and they more from that counting, close to about 60 civilians and 5 soldiers lost their lives. Governor Babagana Zulum now talk this one. Now, Mr. Zulum also confirmed, say during this visit to the community where they attack on Saturday yesterday, he said it's very sad. This community was resettled some months ago and they went about their normal businesses. That's in people who been there IDP camp. Where BC then call them back, come resettle them for their community. And now they don't go back, go kill them. So say they know they for remain where they did. Now the governor met with community leaders and called for the deployment of more forest guards to complement the military efforts in securing communities. You can't say we have to take note that the numerical strength of military is not enough to cover everywhere. So far, so good. 2 sets of forest guards have been trained. It talk a lot of things, but this one way they talk, a lot of people don't also condemn the attack. And Dume don't condemn the attack. It don't. They how vocal in they be. It don't talk plenty things. It don't condemn the attack. Say this one no good at all, at all. As a condemn them, Atiku Abubakar don't also mourn the people they will also die. Condemn them, and of course blast government say they need to do more to protect the lives of the people that will be say they under them. But make I let you speak to this one finish because not be only this one. No. As I talk to you, so bandits also attack Kwara community. Plenty people don't disappear. One person they don't kill. Others who don't know where they carry them go. As if that one not enough. The same bandits don't attack Katsina community. 7 people now they kill for inside that attack. All of this one for inside the same Nigeria. Would they mean our president day holiday, by the way. So I hope so the information go don't reach them and they go fit commiserate to the families of these people then. But make I take your reaction, sir.
Um, Honestly, reading about the 60 plus persons that were killed in Maiduguri in Borno State,
Or state.
yes, it was painful. It was sad, and I feel it more because these are people who have been living in IDP camps.
Hmm.
Yes, these are people who were chased away. So, in other words, those who chase them away do not want them to come back. This is land grabbing.
Hmm.
This is land grabbing. This is land grabbing. They just want to ensure that that particular community, nobody comes back. And then the question I have to ask, in all of this, when you're bringing these people back, what kind of security did they put in place to ensure that those who attacked them before, those who chased them away, will not come back? So while we are blaming the bandits, the government should take a lot of blame as well. Because I feel that the government brought them back for Kīll.
Government bring them
Yes,
back, made them kill
it's
them.
possible. It's possible because why were they not protected when they were brought back?
They say they put forest guards and other people for inside the forest.
We play too much in this country. And I remember when Mr. President, was all over social media, print media, electronic media, talking about this forest guard. I asked the question, and nobody has answered that question. I said, this so-called forest guards, are they going to be more and better equipped than the Nigerian army? Are you going to train them better than the Nigerian army? If the Nigerian army, the Nigerian army that is known all over the world as having performed so well in peacekeeping, in stabilizing other countries, if they are not able to manage the menace of these bandits and terrorists, is it these forest guards? Who makes up these forest guards? How long have they been trained? What kind of equipment do they have? So it's not a matter of saying you have given them. It's like saying you're bringing people back who were chased away by terrorists, and you have brought local vigilante to provide security for them. Well, we know that local vigilante, what do they carry about? Dengon, machete, what else? Sticks. So how do you use that to fight somebody carrying an automatic rifle? So while all this is going on, let us be sincere with ourselves. Is this government ready to fight insecurity? Is this government ready to attack the bandits and take them out of the forest? These are still bandits that your government officials are meeting with them. The details of that meeting. Why are you meeting with bandits?
Because they say they
So
have
when
to
you meet
apply kinetic and non-kinetic approach, and some of them you liaise with them.
you see,
Ah,
Precious,
ah,
have you ever experienced an armed robbery attack before?
don't tell me about it.
I have. Yes, I have. It's something that you can never forget
It traumatizes you. Yeah, I faced the one
because
chance,
you are
and
face to face with somebody who has a gun
yeah,
pointed at you,
yes.
harassing you, abusing you, and you can do absolutely nothing. And that is how it is. And then, nothing is as painful as watching your family members being shot by some people you believe that one-on-one you will beat them, you will defeat them. But because they're armed. So if the government is sincere about this whole thing, they need to realize that there are no two ways about it. I think I'm going to toe the line of El-Rufai,
Hmm.
Nasir El-Rufai, when he says, take them all out, kill them. Because there is no way to negotiate with them. What are you going to negotiate?
when you kill all of them, the ones who remain, fear no go let them make they operate again if they see the way.
When you set examples,
Do you
because
think
when
that
you give them, say tomorrow you arrest 100 of them, you say, oh, they have repented. You integrate them, you reabsorb them into the society. And the question we fail to ask, if we claim that they were forced into banditry, Precious, if they were forced into banditry, were they also forced to use the trigger? Were they also forced to shoot people? So there must be something they are benefiting. And that is why we're saying that this whole insecurity today, I remember, was it a year or two ago, the governor of Borno State, Zulum, said something very interesting. And you see, when we are looking at this issue, we forget a lot of things. We're not putting a lot of things into perspective. He said that in the coming days, we're going to have a more terrible set of bandits, terrorists. And that his own assertion was that the people you have today as these bandits and terrorists are no longer foreigners. These are youths who have been disenfranchised, who have no employment, who believe that there is no future for them tomorrow. They are the ones who are now championing this banditry and terrorist acts. They know the terrain. They know the people. And that is a very dangerous one. And when he said it, nobody listened to him. An idle mind is a devil's workshop.
And so the Kaduna State Governor, for instance, Obatani on the talk say na hunger, negligence, na follow poverty and negligence, na follow the cause they feel this. Say because of say poverty, joblessness, poor schools and health facilities where no day. Say na waiting they feel insecurity for inside the country. So people will come and ask, say, who be the waiting make them possible? Who be the people who no provide the schools? Who make no provide the jobs? Who be the people who make sure say hunger they land? Who be the people who not provide these things? So do you think that government is actually addressing things that go make sure say at least people get their basic needs in a way where it be say it go fit calm down some of these agitations? Because a lot of people don't also agree say insecurity they thrive when it be say hunger they plenty. So do you agree
You
with
know,
Obasanjo?
when I tell Obasanjo now that he's a liar, the DSS will tell me that I'm talking rubbish. But the man is lying.
No, but
You cannot be the one that has a solution to a problem and the same one, talking about the problem and the same one criticizing the problem.
And the same one
What
negotiating.
has he done? What has he done as a governor to take those children off the streets? Who is he now blaming for the poverty? Is blaming Prince Chilaka for the poverty? Or is blaming Precious? Who is he blaming? You see your governor was taking private plane, private jet to Abuja just to go and stand and wait for your president. Is that not callousness? And then when you talk, they'll tell you, oh, why are you criticizing them? Do you know how much they have spent taking those private jets to Abuja and back?
So, sir, just very quickly. On the other hand, northern leaders then don't they vex because of this matter well. In fact, the 19 states northern leaders then get meeting where it be said don't they vex and talk say this insecurity you don't too much or they not. As a matter of fact, they don't ask President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and say make it sack all in service chiefs them, including the one where be say extend their tenure, make it sack them, make it do a total overhaul because see this problem it don't too much. Do you see the president acting accordingly?
The northern leaders are they're very selfish individuals. They're the most clueless set of individuals we have in this country. They are not only insincere to the North, but they're insincere to their own people. I was expecting them to come out first and say, you people who are referred to as Fulani bandits, end this madness. These are the same leaders who came out when former President Jonathan tried to nip this in the bud. They are the same people who came out and said, you are killing our people. The snake we refuse to kill during the day has turned into a cobra. And so, what are they talking about? The issue goes beyond service chiefs. The issue is that between the northern leaders, the northern governors, and Mr. President, they do not have the political will to address this issue. They do not, because if they have the political will to address this issue would have been nipped in the bud. This carrot and stick approach is not working. We need to be sincere with ourselves. So let us take cue from what Obasani has said. And I'm going to put it on the doorsteps of the northern leaders. What are you people doing to get your children educated? Let's start from there. What are you doing to curb the poverty and the hunger in the north? All of you just sit down in Abuja. That is where you hide yourselves. They are also afraid of going to their states. So the governors have a lot of response. Now the governors are getting so much money. Why are they not spending all the... What do they do with their security vote? What do they do with the security vote that they gather? So please, I don't like when people try to gaslight other people. Okay, I agree. They have condemned it. They have a right to condemn it. But asking for the sack of the service chiefs will not change anything. Because if you bring in new service chiefs tomorrow, you'll still have the same problem. The service chiefs are...
Maybe like Senator don't boot Prince Chilaka off. All right. So, good evening, Mr. Tony Chikodi, and welcome.
Yeah, good evening.
Sincere apologies for keeping you waiting for too long, please. Just before Prince Chilaka comes back, let's take your opinion on the conversation.
So my conversation might deviate a little bit.
Not deviate too much because we still get other stories all the talk, but just go sharply.
Okay. Yeah. It kind of deviating, but not too much. It just has to do with Mr. Vival.
Oh.
So you will see what happened. Yeah, what happened to him and the sister and the rest of the thing. So, and then when people are talking about election and Nigeria as a country and the people inside there, you start having a view. Is this country will ever be a kind of, when I use the word redeemed or saved? Because those people who went there and those thugs who went there, do they have a market they buy their own thing? How much were they giving to? The policemen who went there, can they use their common sense? Okay, you will see police has to obey the order, okay? But those people they use to do all those things, who said that they're APC member or whatever, who cost, even he left the place he paid for and then went to another place, according to him, a church field. And they still, so what I'm trying to say here is that all these things these people are doing, sometimes, I think it's Prince Chilaka who always say that this hunger never reached Nigerians, they are born. Because when you see the way some of them still...
But what is the fear of ADC, Seb? What is the fear the opposition party has for ADC? Why be saying that only when ADC they gather for any state, now be say they send people to, 9 people they attack them? Why?
Okay, why is because you see this thing that they are talking, even the other day, Wiko was saying something about Peter Obi. Sometimes there is something that we used to say in Igbo land, when when the wine tapper mess up on top of the top of the palm tree, it confuses the fly because they don't know where the smell is coming from. So the thing there is that the way Peter Obi is he just kept quiet, they don't know, because immediately they know where Peter Obi is, they will go in there and destroy everything there.
But this not be waiting happen during Jonathan tenure now. Jonathan no oppress them like that during his tenure now. So why do we have this happening? Again, as I said, I don't know whether you listened to me yesterday. Yesterday I was saying that, is this not an act of cowardice? Instead of you to match your position power to power. Sir?
I listened to some of the thing, but I was so annoyed because I listened and saw some of them. I would just get annoyed and leave them there and then fall asleep. But because it's better I sleep than to listen. Then my BP will be going up because of the whole thing. And I mean, it's just a lot when you start to talk about it. Where do you want to start, Precious? Okay, yeah, they want to put a tax on the petrol. Okay, that's the system. They don't know what to call it. They say it's a tax. If they want to do tax like the Western world will do it, then they will tax everything. They will do more, including river tax. Maybe Nigeria don't know what is river tax.
Oh yeah, Gatoni, make we no deviate so much.
No, but yeah, that's what I wanted to concentrate on this. So when you see that the thing that Nigerians are, the way they are behaving, and that's what you see every time Prince Chilaka is talking about common sense, and all these things they are talking about the election. I keep on asking, why is it that Anambra State, they don't show anything about Anambra State, the Southeast? El Rufai was in Imo State, and he's telling them they should go. I was trying to see them say something. Okay, Mr. Rufai, why is it that the INEC is not registering people from the Southeast?
All right, thank you so much, Ogatoni Chukudi. Make I quickly conclude with Prince Chilaka so that I will talk to other people. Thank you so much.
Right.
Thank you. All right. Prince Francis Chilaka, sincere apologies. I think the network booted you out. All right. So I don't know if you've wrapped up your thought on that so that I can quickly give you that expose.
No, I just wanted to respond to what he said. Why the talks of APC.
He heard what they did to Road Driver now. The event where...
No, but the thing is this. You asked the question. You asked the question. You say, what is the fear? The fear is that APC has found out that those who support them are those who are benefiting from them that are not even up to 3% of Nigerian voters. And that those who are supporting the likes of Peter Obi as the youths, they are the ones. It is the fact that the youths are in bed with Peter Obi. That is the problem. That is the fear. And that is why we're telling Nigerian youths, you have the power to change the things that are happening in this country. For you to have a good country, how you have a country that is well governed, for you to have a country that you can be proud of, the youths must rise up. The youths must wake up from their slumber. And the only way the youths can do that, because we're in a democratic setting, is to ensure that they go and get their voter's card and vote the candidate of their choice.
So do you know that I was just looking at a report?
Those who are collecting money, they're not up to 10%.
Okay, sir.
Even those who collected money to vote the 2023 election, they are crying more than those who didn't collect money. This afternoon I was coming back from somewhere and I stopped at an eatery. Precious, I almost broke down mentally. You see women with kids, 2 kids, 3 kids, about almost 5 of them sitting outside the restaurant, just waiting for who will come in and ask you if it's meat pie. The children will come and meet you. Small children. So this is how bad things are. Like I keep saying, the hunger is still doing press up. When the hunger gets to crescendo, Nigerians will put on their thinking cap.
Okay. So now, speaking about this opposition issue, it's really very baffling because I mean, Nigerians just they remember a report with BC will report back in the days or from Sahara reporters still. The Tinubu, see a flashback in 2011, Tinubu branded Jonathan a drunkard, sinking fisherman, and even once called Obasanjo expired meat. Expired meat, that is rotten meat. So nobody carry and lock for DSS.
Oh yeah, try and call Tinubu that today. Try and give these same words back to Tinubu today.
No,
then you will understand that the life of
example of try and call. Somebody else to try and call, not me. I know it be the example. So it is very well.
You have a government that does not want to be criticized. They don't want people to say their mind. They don't want that. But they did worse things. They did worse things to bring their political. See, let me tell you, if Bola Ahmed Tinubu that we know today was in power as at Jonathan time, APC would not have been registered. I'm telling you the truth. They would not have registered APC. And he would have made sure of that. There would have not been any opposition. But I mean, you see, when you talk about leadership in this country, it is one thing when people say, oh, he's a strategist. He's a strategist as a politician, but he's not a strategist as a leader.
Why do you say so, sir?
Well, his footprints are there to show you. What he's doing is there to show you. What you see today, Precious, is it to show you that you have leadership, that you can beat your chest and go home and sleep? The president has traveled. They say he has gone for vacation. 60 Nigerians, 60 citizens got slaughtered. No matter where the president is, he should have cut short that trip and come back. That is to show you a president that believes in the power of the people. And this is what happens when people come to power on their own, because he has said it. He said, I am no godfather. He has said it that it is my turn. When I'm done, it should be the turn of the Nigerian people. So you want to tell me now that if it is the American president and 60 American citizens got slaughtered, he will be on holiday? Let us be honest with ourselves. We're not talking about one person, we're talking about 60. In other words, the lives of the Nigerian people don't matter. So with this, I don't understand where Femi Adesina was coming from when he said that it is more important to keep the president alive than 200 million Nigerians. So you see the way it is. The people you have elected to serve you as your leaders, you are not the one serving them. And everybody is happy, everybody is smiling. And nobody is talking. And then when you talk, the lights of Boala will come out. The lights of Bayo will come out. And then you call this leadership.
Okay, sir. So let's quickly go to that expose. I don't even know whether I should just go to that expose or just okay. Before I go to the expose, let me quickly speak to insinuation. They say Ganduje will soon move dump APC to ADC, and even though saying don't come out, can't deny it, but people they talk say there is no smoke without fire, right? And then the Tinubu administration they make mouth talk say. See, the whole of Southwest go vote for him overwhelmingly. So if on a like for other region, one son and no go vote for him, so they do well. But because of say in they do well, say the whole of Southwest go vote for him overwhelmingly. With the kind of betrayal where Jonathan talk say day for inside Nigerian policies, when you don't talk say the Nigerian policies is full of betrayal, do you see the president getting that amount of overwhelming support for inside the Southwest?
You know, the truth is already what this government is doing is tilting to the fact that look, they don't care whether their vote is coming from the east or the north. They want to concentrate on the south. And that is why INEC already has started ruling out numbers that people are really worried about. I won't end there. You cannot be a president just by your own people voting you. And when we look at it, I will also take us back to Edo State, where the governor of Edo State 5 million votes. He don't gather them.
You say
He
12
don't take.
million. 12 million. Mm.
Oh, it's 12 million votes.
12 million votes. Don't put corner. They wait.
Okay. He don't tie and keep up for. And then I asked.
I mean, no be so you talk. I don't know. But it's at 12
I think he
million votes.
said. I heard him say 2.5 million votes.
Okay, 2.5 million. Okay, it be like in my head. Nine.
Yes. So the question I'm asking him is that all the people in Edo State today, they are enjoying the dividends of democracy. They are so happy the way things are going. The government is just too full of itself. And that is the problem. If you like, gather all the votes from Osun State, gather from Lagos. I will tell you that if Peter Obi is on the ballot, it will be difficult for APC to win Lagos.
But which ballot in one day now? Which
It got difficult. You know, the way they're going, they may end up at the end of the day, they may end up disenfranchising all the other political parties. The way we're going. If ADC put their ass together and give their ticket to Peter Obi, I am telling you, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will not win Lagos.
Oga, some people don't talk say that mistake what they make Peter Obi win Lagos no go fit happen again. No. Say no
He will also there is no mistake. He will also not win Rivers.
And they will not let it happen.
He will not win Rivers. Go and write it down. Wike will be disgracing Rivers during the presidential election. Go and write it down.
Okay,
yes.
Now, talking about the election very quickly, let's speak to this expose by People's Gazette. Sahara reporters. Now, according to them, they say exclusively they reveal to Nigerians the international community too the alleged rigging strategy being perfected within the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). Now, according to credible source, insider information, according to them, they say the scheme is being coordinated by INEC's ICT and Operations Department under the outgoing chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, and is designed to hand over his successor to execute in favor of the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC) and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027 elections. Now, in case you don't understand, make us start from the beginning again. For inside this Ogbonge expose exclusive, where it be say Sahara reporters get, then they talk say then don't dig at how INEC plan to rig the election to favor APC and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for inside 2027 election, wey never reach. And say Oga Mahmoud Yakubu don't plan and strategize and keep, and say they plan to use their ICT department, and the operations department, now they plan to use to perfect this rigging where they won't do for 2027. And then go do them so that anybody will go take over from Oga Mahmoud Yakubu go finish the work where be saying don't lay in place for this rigging. Now, quoting, secrets stay full inside. Now they say an insider for inside INEC headquarters tell the commission, say the commission has been refining its rigging tactics since the public outcry that trailed the irregularities of the 2023 general elections and the glitch where they never still mentioned to Nigerians. The new template, the source explained, is engineered to undermine the IREV. The Haram say they plan to undermine the IREV portal by uploading pre-written results from targeted polling units. So they plan not to even upload to IREV. Say they go upload results so they don't already write, keep into IREV portal. Say now waiting them plan to do. The send a person for inside INEC now reveal the secrets to them because the human beings then go work with at the end of the day. Now, according to the insider, the strategy has already been test run. The off-season governorship election in Kogi State reportedly saw pre-prepared results appear on IREV's portal as early as 8 a.m. on election day where people they shout. Say now the test run be that. Now, according to Sahara reporters, they said they learned that similar tactics were deployed in Ondo State election too, the governorship election polls, producing outcomes the sources described as heavily manipulated, as well as several recent by-elections that tilted towards the favor of the APC. So now what did they want to do? Now they talk about how they won't use the voter registration to compromise the matter. They said the source further disclosed that the first phase of the 2027 rigging plot began with the ongoing registration exercise. So now what will they see now? For this registration, will be like say get one hand like this. Say now dear nine start. Not very so now a bit of a lengthy conversation. So make a kukuma break and down well for Nigerians because what they here they do now to give them that information. So say the first set now that aspect now did they talk about. Now then talk say yeah, INEX operations department is accused of secretly providing the APC with sensitive information about newly created polling units, particularly those with low voter registration ahead of the 2023 elections. Now, by directing its supporters to pre-register in these underpopulated units, the APC is said to be ensuring that only its loyalists dominate those polling units or those polling stations. This would pave the way for unchallenged manipulation on election day because it will skyrocket figures. Quoting the source now, they say the strategy involves populating underpopulated polling units with new registrants by re-registering previous voters. They go re-register previous voters to those places, ensuring that only APC loyalists are present in those polling units. This would enable unchallenged manipulation on election day, one of the sources said. Now, this is why INEC rather notably did not release the usual public guidelines specifying which categories of citizens are eligible to register in the ongoing exercise, such as those who turned 18 after the registration of 2022 or have not registered before. Instead, individuals who have lost their PVCs or need to transfer voting location are being encouraged to re-register again. Now, what's they won't plan to use and do against INEC's own policy, because before once you don't lose your INEC card or anything, what you go just do now to apply, you go back, go collect them. But now they re-register them again, and I'm waiting they won't use them achieve with this. Now, the alleged plan, the insider noted, is being executed in collusion with the electoral officers and local government chairpersons across the country. Now, they talk about the IREV manipulation strategy now. Now, the manipulation of IREV, according to the insider, is already in motion. It was reportedly deployed in recent by-elections and is set to be tested again in the upcoming governorship election in Anambra, Osun, and Ekiti states. So they will test them again. According to the sources, under the supervision of Abdul Razak Turko Yusuf, INEC's Director of Operations since 2023, the commission is producing two original versions of polling unit results. In the year Amonga, they produce two original versions of polling unit results, result sheets. That is the form EC8A, each bearing the same serial numbers and code. One copy is given to the presiding officers for use at the polling unit, while the second is allegedly handed to the APC in advance for pre-written results. While presiding officers may upload genuine results to IREV, the source explained these results are later deleted or hidden from the public view. In their place, the pre-written version are uploaded from INEC situation room with the assistance of the ICT staff. Now, beyond the polling unit stage, the dual original strategy is set to continue through all levels of collation, from the ward, with the form EC8B, to local government form EC8C. INEC has allegedly, according to this report, provided APC operatives trained in ICT with access to configured BVAS machines to facilitate the uploading of fabricated results across different states. Now, INEC legal maneuvers to favor APC. They talk about waiting. This is a strategy where they don't plan. So somebody in Likamo, according to them, say, oh,
Okay, Precious,
no, sir,
Precious. No, calm down, calm down. Calm down, Precious, calm down, calm down. Whoever, calm down, whoever is leaking whatever they are leaking, it boils down to the people. Let me tell you the truth.
Okay, sir.
I have monitored elections.
Okay.
And I know how this whole rigging is carried out. It is not done outside your polling unit. For instance, look, this is how it happens. If a polling unit has, say, 500 registered voters, and only 100 come out to vote, it is that remaining 400 unused that they use for the rigging. So Nigerians, no matter the strategy INEC want to put forward, Nigerians must realize that 2027 is a do or die for them.
No, you don't understand the point, sir. This what you're saying is part of it, but the point is quite different from what you're saying based on this particular report. If this report is anything to go by,
that is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. That we must not.
Make I say you go wait, make I read and finish. Not vet, sir. Because the point is that it's not just that they will use polling units where be say people know to come out to come vote. They are even starting it within this registration process by creating new polling units that they are already making access to only APC members, and they're registering.
It is not possible, Precious. You cannot create a polling unit only for APC members. There are certain things I don't want to hear.
You see what I read now? You don't understand me.
No. I understand you. I refuse to accept that. I refuse to.
Polling unit was only for APC members. See. No, let's read and let's listen with understanding, sir. They didn't say the polling units are only for APC. They said among the new polling units that they are going to be registering, that some of the polling units which are under, that is when they get less registration, the ones who get smaller number of registration, they are making those ones available for APC members, so that those people in APC will now go and re-register in those places to populate those under-registered areas. You didn't get the point.
Precious, you also understand that. Wait, now calm down. Let us reason. It's not everything you see in the space that people say somebody leaked, you will accept. Let us apply common sense. Calm down. Between you and I, let us apply common sense. Calm down. Between you and I, let us apply common sense. First and foremost, you know that on election day, there's no movement. So if you decide to, like for instance, you are staying, let's assume you are staying in Ilupeju, and they have populated, as the report claims, somewhere in Shomolu. Those people that are supposed to appear there as voters, they are supposed to appear there and appear in Shomolu. How are they going to do it?
Who be the NURTW chairman? How they going to transport election materials? What are you even saying, sir? People who want to move around on election days move around, sir. You and I know that. So this particular excuse not even cut out. I move around during election days. The only thing they need to do now to accredit people where they want to accredit, give them placard, like say them be observers or one thing, make them move around. But only them know their intention. We made it give them.
So you're going to move around. You're going to move around 1 million Nigerians because you want to win an election.
Oh, you don't even understand my point. So I don't like what you're doing, sir. I'm sorry. I don't like what you're doing. Because, I did not write this report. It is a report written by someone else. So what
it is a report by Sahara reporters. It is not everything I see on Sahara reporters I take. You know that.
Okay, sir.
Because to a large extent, I don't even know who Sahara reporters is working for. Are they working for the Nigerian people or are they working for APC? So that's where the problem is. Whoever is giving this information out, I want to believe that they will tell you the person is an INEC staff.
So are you okay? So wait, sir. What part of this expose? Now, since you never let me finish, don't catch me for it. But the part where I don't try read that now, which part of them where you disagree? You disagree with the IREF portal. Say they plan to upload already. Say then get two different forms with the same serial numbers. Then they hand one over to APC. Then they give one over to the agents. Then where they carry the INEC.
You need to know that this is where I keep saying you need to understand that every political party have their own agent, except you're telling me now that APC will buy over all the political party agents.
No, you are not understanding me, sir. And I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry I'm challenging you over this particular case. You do not understand what I have read. Maybe you should ask me
I
to
don't
read
want to
it
accept
again.
what you have read. I understand what
No,
you have read. I don't want
no,
to accept it.
no, you did not understand. No, I'm not telling you to accept. I am telling you to listen for understanding. Then later you can decide whether you want to accept or not. Of course, I am not telling you to accept it, but you're not even understanding it. The fact that they have said, it don't even make me. I don't tell you whether make I leave the matter they go. So what you're saying that they're accusing INEC of planning to having two forms, the same form with the same serial number, one handed over to their INEC staff who will go conduct the election, the other one handed over to APC to put up what did they call them, to write down what did they call them, forms to write down results keep. This is what we saw in the Kogi State election, sir. We saw already written results, and that they were just shouting foul, and it happened. So if you're disputing this particular aspect of the conversation, it happened in Kogi State. What do you say about it? And the people it happened in their favor are today governors in Kogi State. True or false? If you're saying that you don't want to accept it, did it happen in Kogi State or not?
What I'm saying is that I want the Nigerian people to wake up. The Nigerian people need the only way we can wait. The only way we can call the only precious calm down. Hold on. The only way you can call election rigging in this country is to sensitize the people. When you already sell this mindset to the people that the election they're going to rig it, they are prepared to rig it, Nigerians will tell you, my vote will not count. I do not want to follow that pattern. I want Nigerians to register. I want Nigerians to come out and mass to vote. And let us see how their votes will not count. Because already there is a voters' apathy. We need to end this voters' apathy. That is my own position.
No.
You need to understand.
Your position is wrong. What I am trying to say,
you are not understanding. You need to understand the mindset of the Nigerian people. The Nigerian people that do not want to come out to vote, they're already looking for an excuse. And this report is providing an excuse for them.
That's relative, sir. Some people, this particular report to spur them to make sure they do their best to challenge the election, to do all.
So that is the people I want, and that's the people I'm talking to.
That is why you have to wait for people to finish hearing the information before you start telling them to discredit the information. Because within you and I now, we don't even know the truth or not the truth about this information. We can't tell. Me, I don't believe. Me, I may also believe. I can't tell. Anything is possible in Nigeria. I mean, we can as well have an outbound of my village in Ndoke.
That's like you have a consultant in Rivers.
We can as well have an emir of my village in Ndoke instead of the kind of title we have in my village. So it's because this is Nigeria. Olari to me talk and say anything goes. Not be me talk and make they go Olari to me. So that is what we should at least the reason for the expose is so that when a secret is leaked, what? Now so that people go know. And they go begin monitor these parameters where they don't mention. And then cool down, mention them different steps. And you did now I ask you, if you discredit the first steps, you discredit the second one. Are you saying that it is not possible that they can print out different forms with the same serial number, hand one over to any party of their choice, and hand the other one over to their staff to conduct elections?
Who will sign them, precious? Who will sign them? That's the question.
How do you verify the signature of the people the ones they signed? Okay, don't tell me. How do you I sign? Okay, I come inside polling unit. Just hold on, sir. I come polling unit. I be a PDP agent. You be Labour Party agent. We don't sign finish. The pre-signed form already there for corner for there. As they upload the pre-signed form, then cover them for public view. You understand? Then somebody come forge me and use signature based on the evidence of the one who don't sign before.
What you're saying is that they will also employ forgers that will forge signatures.
Person when won't read no go do the right thing before. They will not. Person when won't read, when they're desperate to win election, no go by all means to make sure say in cover in track.
So
they will not.
If as you did now, precious, with all your education, precious, hold on. With all your awareness and education, if I forge your signature, you know what I forge your signature.
That is your word against mine. These people.
When it goes to court,
Which court? Oh, please, Prince Francis, let's be factual. Which court you won't go to where you go? claim my
Are you,
signature.
are you not saying that the court has no integrity?
Even for bank go tell you say today your signature dey irregular because you no sign am exactly the way you sign am. What are we even saying? This same
Are
Nigeria.
you not saying no? Are you not saying that the courts lack integrity?
Abeg, make I finish that expose for Nigerians. Abeg, you don't make me
That
laugh.
is the sweet you. Oh, yeah, go ahead. It is sweet you. Go ahead.
You know they sweet me. It might I my what is did I write it? So I quoted the source. It's outside there. So let them go and meet the people who wrote it. My own is to give information to people.
Oh,
Information
yeah,
is
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
don't make I don't forget where you go buy me wine to remember where I stopped. I don't forget where I stopped. You go buy me one, make I remember where I stopped. Now they say the manipulation strategy, according to them, is according to sources under the supervision of Abdulrazak Tukel, Director of Operations. The Commission is producing two original versions of polling units results, result sheets. That is the form ECA8, each bearing the same serial number and code. One copy is given to the presiding officers for use at the polling unit, while the second is allegedly handed over to the APC in advance for pre-written results. Now, while presiding officers may upload genuine results in the IREV, the source explained those results are later deleted or hidden from public view. They're not even exposed to public view in the IREV portal, right? Because you can upload something and hide it from public view. In their place, the pre-written versions that were handed over to APC are uploaded from INEC situation room with the assistance of the ICT staff that have already earmarked for this. Now, beyond the polling unit stage, the dual original strategy is also continued through all levels of coalition. They say they get the same dual paper, the same dual form for the other form, the ward form will be the form EC8B, the local government form will be the form EC8C. INEC has allegedly provided APC operatives trained in ICT with access to configure BVAS machines. They don't give them access to configure BVAS machines to facilitate the uploading of fabricated results across different states. They've already done that, according to this expose. As I said, not be me writer. Now, INEC legal maneuver, what they will do, they said, according to the insider, INEC's legal department is expected to certify only the duplicate originals, not the other one, supplied in advance by the APC agents for use of election tribunals. So that is what INEC itself has been mandated to do. Just that duplicate, so APC gets, and they don't mandate them to only approve. As INEC remains the official custodian of election results, this pre-arranged document will be accepted as authentic during legal proceedings, while the actual results used at polling units would be rejected as uncertified. So that is to say that if you bring that one, say, oh, see my own copy, they say no, see the certified copy here. Now the decision, that is why this kind of report is necessary, so that anybody will go for litigation, go talk, say, this kind of thing will be done here and before the election, say they go do, see I'm here. That is what they have done. That is why this report is important. Now the decision to phase out permanent voter cards, PVCs, is also seen as part of the wider 2027 manipulation strategy. Remember that Mahmoud had once said that maybe they will even vote without PVCs. People were now welcoming it and saying that, yes, for those who know if you collect the PVCs, made a vote. They said a part of the rigging strategy, what did they plan? They said without PVCs, it becomes nearly impossible to reconsider a number of cards collected with the total number of registered voters. So you can't say, oh, if we get total number of registered voters, 93 million, for instance, and total number of people who don't collect their cards, now 83 million. The fit is that the whole 93 million are votes. Do you understand? You can't reconcile it because after all, not be everybody collects. Not be everybody will collect 9 votes. Everybody collect. I mean, everybody they eligible to vote. Now, this gap would allow inflated figures from strategically populated polling units currently being manipulated through the voter registration exercise. That means that strategically manipulating some polling units through this INEC pre-registration process that's going on now, to unchallenged against the accreditation data recorded by beavers on election day. Some places they even say they no go use beavers. Now, according to the person who spoke to them, quoting him, they said this plan represents a complete reversal of the electoral reforms achieved in recent years, designed solely to guarantee a second term for President Bola Tinubu, who has no visible path for re-election if the contest is fair. That's what they put up. Now, compromise recruitment of ad hoc and collation center staffs. That's another pattern where they won't use. Investigations further reveal that how INEC intends to recruit politically compromised staff as ad hoc workers and collation officers for the 2027 elections. Apart from NYC core members at polling units, most officers from the ward level upwards will reportedly be drawn from federal government agencies and universities with proven loyalty to the ruling party or mandate to ensure that they give loyalty to the ruling party. This aligns with a recently floated policy idea to allow civil servants to engage in politics openly, ensuring the availability for election manipulation. Sources disclose that INEC has compiled a list of compromised collation and returning officers. They don't make out a list already of collation and returning officers, including university professors who facilitated rigging in past elections. This list allegedly being shared with APC leaders or within the leadership of APC ahead of 2027. Vice chancellors, often selected to oversee governorship elections, are now expected to coordinate closely with INEC leadership. The appointment of Professor Edoba Omorogie as Vice Chancellor of the University of Benin was cited as an example, despite ranking 21st out of 25 candidates in the selection process. He was elevated due to his political loyalty. Omorogie had previously served as legal counsel for Senate President Godswill Akpabio, a senior APC figure. Now, a rise of Abdulrazak Tukor Yusuf as the person who will take over from Mahmoud Yakubu, according to this report. They say investigation reveals that central to the alleged rigging plot is Abdulrazak Tukor Yusuf, formerly INEC's Director of Electoral Operations. He is accused of masterminding the production of the duplicate. That is that duplicate and original result sheets and leaking serial numbers of sensitive election materials to APC politicians during the 2023 elections. As a reward, Yusuf was elevated to National Commissioner, formerly placed in charge of human resources, but effectively controlling INEC's operations generally. His appointment was made under controversial circumstances. Another commissioner from Katsina, Professor Mohammed Sani Kala, was reportedly pressured by security operatives and INEX chairman to resign. When he refused, he sought intervention from former President Muhammadu Buhari, but no help came. He was eventually removed without due constitutional process just because they won't put in somebody else. A legal expert told Sahara reporters, according to them, that under Nigeria's constitution, as INEC commissioner can only that an INEC commissioner can only be removed through presidential address endorsed by two-thirds majority in the Senate. Now, that requirement was brazenly bypassed by the lawyer, and he was removed. Investigation revealed that Yusuf's record of misconduct dates back to his time as INEC Administrative Secretary in Kano during the 2015 election, when the APC recorded a controversial landslide that same year. Kano's resident electoral commissioner Alhaji Abdullahi Menkaila and his family died in a mysterious house fire that remains unresolved. And him being in charge then. You remember that incident, sir? Now, multiple sources confirm that Professor Mahmoud Yakubu is grooming Yusuf as his preferred successor, projecting him to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the safest choice to sustain the 2023 rigging process. And let me see, I'm almost done with it. Now, Tinubu's search for loyal INEC successors. According to them, they say a source at the presidential villa revealed that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been presented with several names of compromised INEC officials. These include Sam Olugbadebo Olumeku, a former Lagos rec, for whom Tinubu allegedly purchased property in Lekki for. So, Moses Ogbe, another controversial former rec linked to ex-convict James Ibori, and Kenneth Okaego, a billionaire INEC procurement director recently elevated to national commissioner. While all have proven useful to APC in past elections, concerns about ethnic balance and public exposure of their corruption records have raised doubts about their suitability. As a result, Tinubu is said to be leaning towards the dark horse candidate Abdulrazak Turkor Yusuf. That's what they put them. And according to them, this that's so that Nigerians could be aware of what's they happen, make them feel know ahead of time. And also, you don't get anything to talk again for inside this matter because you don't believe the matter. But with these few points of mine, I hope I have told Nigerians everything Sahara Reporters has written today, and they know. Would you
I
do you
can,
have
I
any
can,
more?
I can, all I will say is that you are trying to promote Sahara Reporters, and I take exception to that because it's not everything published by Sahara Reporters that one should take seriously. For me, yes, rigging of election has always been there. If there was no rigging, there will not be vote buying. If they don't believe in the power of the people, no politician will spend 1 naira on the people. For me, I will tell Nigerians, forget whatever report you have found. Go get your voter's card. Come out that day, vote, use your phone, snap the result, insist and wait that the result is uploaded. I remember the last election, people had to go and bring out generator to power for INEC. People had to open their internet. People brought internet to enable INEC to be on online. You see, the thing is, whatever has been written has been written. What I don't like is this issue of a source. I beg, tell us the name of the source. We don't tire. Me as a particular person, I don't tire for all this source. This one's no.
That
But the truth of the matter, the truth of the matter is, yes, Precious, calm down.
Nigeria, if now you leak me, go green me, they expose you.
Precious, the truth of the matter is that everybody knows that every politician in one way or the other tries to rig the election. But the master rigger, then they declare winner. So I do not still believe that ADC, Labour Party, SDP will all sit idly and watch where this rigging will take place. People eye don't open. Nigerians have become wiser. And that's why Nigerians are calling for electoral reforms. That is why everybody is saying that we need electoral reforms. And if that electoral reform scales through, it becomes difficult for Mr. President to be the one to appoint the INEC chairman. So, and I believe that it is high time the political parties, if somebody of questionable character is being proposed to become the INEC chairman, I expect the other political parties to object. If they come out and object, they do not see the light of day. So the problem is that, let me finish, please. Let me finish. Precious.
APC chairman now. What did you people do? People did not do
anything. Will you allow me to finish?
Okay, sir.
Will you allow me to finish? The problem is that the kind of politicians we have today playing opposition, they don't understand the rule of the game. They do not. And that is why sometimes you see people ask you, where is Atiku? Where is Peter Obi? Why are they not leading the pact demanding for electoral reform? Why are they not in the forefront? You and I know that if Bola Ahmed Tinubu was in opposition, the alarm would not sound by now. So the people we have today in opposition, they are not keen. They are not ready to play the role of opposition. They don't even understand what being in opposition is all about. They need to understand the psychology of grab it, snatch it, and run. Until they come to that level, they will not have a position in this country. So they should go and study what happened in 2013, 2014, leading up to the 2015 election, the role played by opposition. If they are able to study it and begin to implement it, you will see change in our electoral process.
All right, let me open the phone lines. It don't make me, I don't weak. I don't even fit talk again. People in my backyard, make I go begin listening to them when they talk. Good evening.
Talk about Jonathan before you ask somebody. Talk about Jonathan.
Make I talk about Jonathan. I need to talk again.
Yes, sir.
He's in a betrayal and I full Nigerian politics. So you won't make I talk again. Leave me. I'm not talking. I'm vexing. I don't want to talk again. Leave me. Oh, he said they too betray for Nigerian politics. He's in a betrayal and I full Nigerian politics. Now waiting in talk.
And he wants to come back for a second time betrayal. You see the mindset of a typical Nigerian politician. The same man he kept as his Senate chairman, Jiga. Jiga is the same one who betrayed him. Now he wants to come back, believing that the INEC chairman to be appointed by Bola Ahmed Tinubu will not betray him more. Make the man rest. The international accolade they get, make him just go take a sleep. because before they call him drunkard, this time around, I don't know what they go call him.
He also talk say stand gidigba, he go fit contest election, nothing dey happen. He say they unstoppable. So, all right. So let's talk to T.Y. Danjuma. T.Y. Danjuma, good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Precious. How are you?
Today here, Prince Francis Chilaka, they drag me up and down. He did not come to my help.
No,
My hand don't pain me.
that's why
He
that now
drag me.
make me come soon. Now make me come soon. Prince, how are you?
It's my rest.
I know, my brother.
You need to pack well, oh. You need to pack well, Prince. Oh my God. You know, Precious, this thing where Sahara reporters, this thing where Sahara reporters they report, you know, is scary. You know, but it's not something that is way beyond the APC to do.
It doesn't
Because
even look like something that hasn't happened before, Seth. If you
yes,
look at the way they narrate
the way
it,
they,
because
you know,
in
even
Imo State, I'm coming, no vex, I dey stop you, no vex. In Imo State, where Prince Francis Chilaka from come, before the Imo State election we bring in governor the second time. I remember say different political parties been they go TV, they talk, say they already don't get plan to bring pre-signed forms, pre-filled forms. Remember?
yes,
They were saying it on national TV that there are plans, that there are plots by the ruling party to bring pre-signed forms and all that. At the end of the day, what happened during the election? And how did it end?
Naim now.
So, and remember, say this report carry and say those were test run of this process in those by-elections and off-season elections. And they tested them. They mentioned Kogi State. They mentioned different off-season elections. So how do you dispute something that you notice something like? I mean, the Kogi State election, we will see them everywhere for inside. I mean, you not see at that time when they shout, say they bring pre-filled forms, come enter, come polling units. Did you not see? Was it me? That day. So I don't know why Prince Francis Chilaka was arguing with me if it's something that has happened before.
No, I think either within APC.
I understand the mindset. He doesn't want Nigerians to feel that to feel discouraged.
Yes, that's what
But
instead of
this to feel discouraged,
that is
this is supposed to actually strengthen their resolve.
What he's trying to do is, you know, when you listen to this type of diabolical plan, if it is true, you go just weak. Yes.
Which they inside the
You go just weak. So he's trying not to get Nigerians to lose faith in the entire electoral process, because you can't change it by staying out. It's by participating that you can cause a change, in spite of all imaginations. We see what in APC do, you know. So it's not for. And if you look at so detail and so on, so if you look at the details and some of the information where they give, some of them are things that have happened, you know. So if you look at it, I think it's a warning again to everybody that this time that they are planning. It's whether they plan say so that there will be a wake-up call. So everybody make the wake up, because these people, they don't mean well. But the point is, if you say you are doing well, if you say that the economy is stabilized, you say there's no more corruption, you say they give student loan, you say they give money to people, you say everything done good. So why do you need to rig? Why would you go to the extent? We saw what happened in Edo State. The man just asked them, "Do you want me to give you Edo State?" They say yes. They say you will have it. So I mean, election never hold. The president, they say, president doesn't come from Edo State. He doesn't have a vote. He can't vote, and he's saying go give them on what basis? You go give them Edo State on what basis? You go give them Edo State, if not rigging. And we saw it. Just send Wike's cousin there and tell them what thing they go do. They go manipulate the whole thing. Look at River State. Look at River State. That one is even a dress rehearsal. See what they do there. And everybody just sit down. I think say, if any place go boil, if any, I say, with all the mouth when they make for rivers and so on, you know, say when we don't shack
I thought you were by my side. I thought you were by my side.
Wait now, and they support you. When they just give them,
I still collect a part from me, even if they support.
When they just give them Ndoki water, everywhere goes scatter. Nothing happen. You know, water no they work again. We no get power again. No they work. So So you see, say, they are making this thing to be a do or die thing. That's what they're trying to do. Because the desperation with which they are intimidating people, arresting people, cowing this one, intimidating this one, haranguing this one, manipulating impunity, and so on and so forth. You're going to wonder, say, come on, this is no longer an election. This is not a democracy anymore. It is not. If you are making all these plans just to make sure that you maybe turn Nigeria to a one-party state, or you cow every opposition and nobody, it's just for a while. Because PDP said they will rule for how many years? 60 years or whatever. Where's PDP? Where's MPN? So all this one way they do now, like, because there's a greater power we pass all of them. All this one way they do. I agree with Chief Chilaka. Say people should not be intimidated. But when you hear all this kind of nonsense, even when they hear this thing, if they turn out, you go say, so what's the point, fighting, if this is what? But you see, na Dibia, na native doctor, na they prepare juju, na another native doctor, na they spoil the juju. So maybe they cook what they cook, maybe they prepare what they cook. Now, who
At that point exactly, that make me they read this information. Sir, the past. I mean, when was the last time you heard me bring any report from Sahara reporters? So now that point exactly, they make me because of the purpose of disseminating information. If they are there by them already, why not also enlighten people about it or put it out
now,
so that another DBA go?
Yes. Now, who they fear juju? If you say anybody where they fear juju, where they fear medicine, now because they do juju, I tell you. So they don't mess for ground. You say they say if you see far away they run, you don't mess. Now the mess where they mess, now they worry them so. Now they pursue them. So as they cook the thing, there are people, so as they manipulate, they do these things. They think say Nigerians then they foolish. Now like you go see what go happen come 2027. Maybe they do what they do. But I know one. It's good. Say Sahara reporters, they give us that information, whether not true, whether not lie you, but at least they are warning. Make Nigeria, may they open their ear. Say waiting when they come 2027, not be smart in a war. So if we have to war, we go war. Because as they tell people say the best way not to grab it, snatch it, and run with it. Okay, fine. There are people who also believe, say, okay, not be only grab, we go grab. We will even do much more than that. Yes, now, because that's what they're teaching people. But I just want to talk more about insecurity. Now I want to talk, You see, before the current vice president, when did the campaign? He said, I go handle security. Yeah, I go handle security. He said, I go handle security. So now he's the VP. Look at what is happening in his state, Bruno. Killings and killings and killings and killings. And my question is, what is it doing? What has it done? Boala when they talk, open mouth, if not Peter Obi go they attack. This thing don't they happen? What is Boala doing? I mean, I just in Belena. Yes, now in state now, what thing they do?
Just Boala from
what you
Borno State from now, yes.
Now there from come. Now the senator go to talk and Zulu and Atiku go to talk. What are they doing? Then if not Peter Obi, they go open mouth, they begin talk. What did they don't do to Modu Sharif? So look at the people where they don't kill. It's unfortunate and it's sad. But you see, the northern leaders, northern elders should be ashamed of themselves because they know the people who orchestrated this thing. They know the people who did this thing. And when they were doing this thing, they cooked this soup. For them, it was okay. When they were attacking others who they felt did not belong to them. Now the thing don't they affect them on a daily basis. They destroy the north. Now they are screaming, they are shouting. Who is the chief of defense staff? Not be Northerner. The past one, so we don't get, not be Northerner, but their own man, Buhari, was there for 8 years. What did he do to solve the situation? So how do they think now? Say if they change the service chiefs, say the situation will be solved. How? When they release them, now them then go release them. If they catch them, they go now then they pay taxes to them. Now then they talk with them. Now they know where they did. Now then they negotiate with them. So how will changing service chief, bring any significant improvement in the situation? They have to they have to look at themselves. They have to look at themselves because this is something with them costs, and the thing is about consuming them. And not only them, is spreading, from their distance to other places. And Nigeria is spending taxpayers' money. A lot of money is being
But
spent.
in all of these things where they talk, with all this accusation where be said they don't stand on top of the ruling party saying that them they make insecurity they thrive and all that. They never even really speak to Ramo. They never Abi, you don't hear them speak to Ramo. They never really speak to Ramo. Should be now one person accept waiting, they grant. Now you go fit know waiting you go fit do to match that one with they grant. I mean not be so they talk
Yeah, but
but never
precious
they never speak.
people have been speaking from the
Sir?
north. There are people, honestly, there are leaders from the north who have been speaking. They know the people. You think that they don't know the problem? Didn't you hear what the governor of Zamfara said? He know where they did from his phone. He can detect them. In this age of technology, if you know where they did. What did happen where Jirika was a chief of this thing? When he want tackle this, they say no, you are killing our people. Jonathan tried, they say no, you are killing our people. So make them fight the thing now. Make them fight the thing now. Why are they screaming? Now then start them. Now then use them against Jonathan. The thing is consuming them now. Now they are screaming. Innocent people are dying. That's the unfortunate thing. And then our money we will not get, we are spending, for just a useless rubbish cause. Now people now take people from here, send them to Libya, make they go trade. Now people now import people from West African countries and North Africa to come and prosecute this fight because they think say they want to pursue personal interests. So see now, it be like look for ear. The ear don't cover in eye, cover in nose, if you see road again. So it's a serious dilemma. So Sowore, he has to take it easy. They don't break one of his hand, maybe they don't break the other hand. Yeah. He has to take it easy.
Oh, TY
No,
Danjuma, TY
he
Danjuma.
has to take it easy. Me and police don't fight. Now DSS now they won't fight. You see what thing happen now? They go report they go report them to X for waiting in talk. But they no fit report Abikeda for waiting in talk. Now so when I get they get powerful. So make you see every policy, everything where these people they do, you go see say these people are not interested in Nigeria. They're not. They're not interested in Nigeria. Because every day na nonsense now they hear. Nonsense now. I know be Sowore supporter. But the guy provoke well to say the thing when he talk. He provoke, So if they like me, they go arrest him again because now waiting, he don't in bag, don't I trust he don't pack in bag.
He saying the customer.
Yeah.
He saying the
Yes,
customer.
he don't become customer now. He don't do ready. But I can tell you, say,
Thank
if now Obi now ain't talk waiting in talk. Ah,
Ah,
by now. If now Obi now ain't open him mouth, talk this thing with the talk. You know what thing go happen now? This is not a country, precious. Not be a country.
ah,
The-
a
no,
country. Thank
no,
you.
be a country.
TY Danjuma.
This I they quarrel with people where they call and zoo, but this one don't even do worse than zoo. It's unfortunate.
Ah, ah,
It's unfortunate.
Oya,
I they go.
come and be going,
I
my
they
friend.
go. I they go.
How
Now
can you be
zoo, zoo,
like that
zoo,
about our beloved
zoo.
country?
Now it is. May they
Hey,
change the name to zoo.
disclaimer,
May
oh,
they, may
disclaimer,
the
oh,
president of
please,
the zoo,
oh,
the president of
disclaimer.
the zoo.
YouTube, in case they write to you, please go
So.
and meet Tony Chuku.
Now.
YouTube, in case they write to you people, go and go and meet TY Danjuma, not me. All right, thank you. I make I just remind you, I say make sure say on also subscribe, follow Prince Francis Chilaka for Prince Chilaka TV, and follow me on top of Precious in your TV here. Subscribe, like. You see this kind of fire when give me more gonna go then they give more fire. Get more jazz for inside that same platform. So book on a follow like him on the village people there. Then also we do across all social media platforms for Precious A TV, for Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all social media platform, the same place now we do. So make sure say on a follow us like on a village people. Hello, good evening. Make sure say you subscribe and share and like this post too. Now very important that we hear the kind of things that really happen for Nigeria. Good evening and welcome.
Pepe, my dear sister.
Sir, is that my superlicious super?
Na super they talk.
Ew, super my brother. Oh. Super, leave us go UK. Oh, super. Oh. Super, how your king day?
They tell me, in fact, any of my friends they wake up, they say I be the man who saw tomorrow.
Ew.
What did they call me? Say I escaped from Tinubu wahala.
Ew.
And like July I come out to July 2023. Then I come out.
Are you serious? 2023. So as they just where I'm in. As you just hear subsidy is gone. Now you say don't reach on, I go pack my bag. As you hear subsidy is gone, now you say don't reach on, I go pack my bag. Now you come out.
I'm telling you. You know, sometimes when you do this neighborhood, you could wonder, say, what is really happening in Nigeria?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know who is a rich man, you don't know who is a poor man. All of them are the same market, they go, the same supermarket, the same train, the same bus. Who is the rich man? I have never, because everybody do the same thing accordingly. Nigerian problem. In fact, if I tell you on a daily basis how much I spend on a day because of I'm not talking about my family. Family is normal. As in friends and people who know you out there. Anytime I receive call, because I still maintain my Nigerian number. Because if I say I know you, I'm still maintaining my Nigerian WhatsApp. You know, anytime I receive call from I know say that one issue or the other.
Your heart go skip first. Go check your pocket so that you still get money.
It's one problem or the other. Family. How can I hear say family no bad chop? I don't want to hear such. That thing they give me concern.
I'm on a true. They know they lie to you. Food scarce, so things hard.
I know. Actually, my siblings are there. My parents are. My dad is still there. You know, but the only thing I go talk is that you see what the APC is doing right now. They are, before I go for that, sorry, my big uncle did the Chilaka. I greet you, sir. God bless you, sir.
Chilaka, they greet you.
And you should have allowed TY to talk now. Why they drive TY? Let him talk.
I know pursue him. Hey.
No, you disclaim him now. You disclaim.
I'm not gonna disclaim before. Make I take responsibility for another person talk.
No, Nigeria wahala. He reached to talk. You see, somebody like Sowore who has been saying all these things, you know, I'm not a fan of Sowore, but at the end of the day, when people see something that is the reality, we should call it the truth. There is no name where our so-called president did not call Jonathan. Go and check, the records are there. I told the lie.
I don't show you one now. I post one now. I post one where you talk saying call him.
This man will get baby waiting me. Will show call and the cabinet that been waiting.
Now wife and
follow our president to Brazil. All of them don't keep quiet. But the only thing, and I tell you what, you see all these things that they are doing. Look at in Lagos, what happened in Lagos yesterday. ADC just want to do their thing.
I'm telling you, very disastrous. Very disastrous.
In Kaduna, it happened in Kaduna, it happened in Gombe. The more Nigerians are disliking the APC. But you see what will happen to APC. Baby, go and mark it today. There is going to be dark, in fact, the whole sky for Nigeria go dark. Before that 2027. It go dark when you say a lot of people go fear. A lot of people will have great concern. But at the end of the day, it will end up in jubilation. If we go and mark it, today is 7th of September 2025. It's going to be dark. People will fear, people will panic. Say, Abi Nigeria don't finish. Abi Nigeria want to come to an end. But at the end of the day, you will see both children, old women, young women, pregnant women, you see them jubilating on the street. That's waiting to happen. Because Nigeria problem, I don't talk, my wife don't caution me, I know they hear what you say, this man, you know, you go kill yourself for Nigeria problem, you go do every time Nigeria. What is your problem? I say my dad, my dad, they call me almost every day. If I'm working, he will leave a voicemail. He will leave voice note. Friends are calling me. People where even know people where just see you online say would even send you a message. Please help. Please help. It's so embarrassing. Is it the same Tinubu that we call the unifier or people who fight military? Now, so that they fight military, is that what the military did to them? Should what the military do them? As far as I'm concerned, I was growing up. I don't see anywhere where military people they go disorganize other people. They hold their own meeting. I don't see. The only thing the military will do you if you talk against them, you abuse them. That is the only thing. But say you do your own thing without mentioning them, without abusing them, means you don't get your time. We saw all these things when we were growing up. But this one, you come on just for a political party to have their own meeting. They will send talk. So tell me now, the thing where Canada people talk, the Canada court, is it true or false now? What is the behavior? What is the behavior? Is it not the behavior of a terrorist? You go there, you injure people, you break their head, you destroy. Look at the one in Lagos, the Viper was saying that they had about 73 of 74 vehicles destroyed. And police people were there, watching those guys doing all those things without no arrest, nothing. And tomorrow police will come and make a statement saying, oh, na revival talk. Na come attack, just like as they did in Kaduna, say na fire talk, na come attack. So the one in Lagos now, say na revival talk, or the one in Gobe, na their talk. You will see, jubilation will happen before 2027. Because Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, super. Thank you. Make a quickly talk to Mr. Edwin so that I go leave Prince Francis Chilaka, make you go drink water drop cup. Trouble. Good evening and welcome, Mr. Edwin.
Yeah, good evening, Precious.
Sir, welcome, sir.
Good evening, my sister. How are you?
We cannot see you. Are you here with us at all? And there's an echo.
Yeah, Oga Chilaka, good evening. Oh.
My brother. How now?
I'm fine, sir.
Welcome.
Yeah, interesting talk so far. I did listen for background since. I just say make I chip in one or two things. You get one question when Prince Chilaka asked, say, are we practicing democracy? Remember, Precious, I discussed this issue extensively with you the other time when I asked the question, are we practicing democracy? Because not until we answer that question, what be democracy? Who is practicing democracy in Nigeria? What are we really practicing? Is it democracy we're practicing, autocracy, oligarchy, whatever it is? Because not until we define that and then exactly fix our mind on how we operate it, then we're not doing anything. Because as far as I'm concerned, we are not practicing democracy. There is no democracy if there are a few people who have captured everything, captured power in across board, and then we think we are practicing. What is democracy? Democracy is just simply government for the people, by the people, and by the people, or whatever it is, the way it is defined. Not so then talk. So now people they elect our leaders for Nigeria. The answer is no. Who elected the governor of Edo State? For instance, who elected that man? And then,
Not be your
and
state.
then these other by-elections that were held a couple of weeks ago, who really won those elections? Do we know? So if you look at it, why do you think those are the hem of affairs at the moment in the APC are very confident that come 2027 nothing will happen? Because they know the whole thing is already in the bag. Because they know democracy is not the people who elect them. It is those they have appointed there who will simply just write the result and then announce them. And that is all. They will tell you to go to court. And when you go to court, whom are you going to meet? Weakest lawyers, weakest Supreme Court judges, weakest Court of Appeal judges, weakest High Court judges. It's not those Supreme Court judges that Wike is building houses for, or those Court of Appeal people. They are the ones that will constitute the appeal tribunals. Even Wike's wife will be there. Who knows? So if you look at the what are we really talking about? When I look at Nigeria, that is my home nation. That is my country. Like as I've always said, That was where I was born and bred. I gained a lot from Nigeria, educated there, and I enjoyed Nigeria. So when I look at present generations, they are all just suffering, current GZA or whatever we call them. But those who are at the helm of affairs at the moment enjoyed whatever it is to be enjoyed from a country of earth like Nigeria, just like what American citizens, British citizens, and all the others enjoyed from their respective countries. But what are they doing now to sustain what they enjoyed then? They are doing nothing. All that they are interested in is just to acquire material waste, for their spouses, for families, friends, and cronies. And is that how to govern the country? For instance, our deputy prime minister just resigned a couple of days ago. On what grounds? She went to buy a house. Her lawyer did not properly advise her how much she was to pay as tax for that house. Not that the lawyer did not advise
On,
her, but they said, look, you should have gone to seek more advice before paying, before not fully pay the tax you were supposed to pay. She resigned as the deputy prime minister, resigned her position in the cabinet, and then she's to pay that amount. Can you imagine that? Will anybody do that in Nigeria? Just not that she evaded paying the tax, but not what she was supposed to pay. And that is the deputy prime minister of the United Kingdom. I'm telling you, I'm not talking of just a member, an ordinary MP. That happened. And did that resonate with Nigerians, with the leaders there? No. So when you think about all the standard, if you look at the yardstick, everything across board, we are not practicing democracy. And that was what I told you the other time, over and over. I stressed on it. Because if you are practicing democracy, you will see it, you will feel it. And when you touch it, you know you are practicing democracy. I once told you I can go to my MP's office and start to question me about anything. Anything. He's just there. My local councillor, the same thing. But who goes to question the local council chairman in Nigeria? Who goes to question the governors? Who does that? Nobody. And then we say we are practicing democracy. It's fake democracy. We are not practicing democracy. Until we get into the nitty-gritty of what democracy encompasses, then we're going nowhere. And then another thing I want to talk about, Presley, is the insecurity status that we are currently engaged in. Now, if you look at how insecurity started in Nigeria, I drew your attention back to when Boko Haram came into being, the conceptualization, the people that funded it, and how they went about it. The aim was to seize power, to take power back to the north. That was just the origin. And those who funded and arranged everything then are currently still in government. They succeeded then because we had a president who was democratic in all ramifications and was at the helm of affairs. That is Jonathan. He allowed them, and everything played out. And then he handed over power to them. The seed they sowed then germinated, and that is what is currently consuming them there. But the irony of it all is that because the rate of illiteracy in the north, poverty in the north, is so much that they can't even cope with it in any way, shape, or form, they've decided to transport these miscreants down to the south. And that is why you have the massive kidnapping and exploitation you are having in the south now. All over the forest in the southern belt of Nigeria, they are currently being occupied by these people from the north. You can take my words to the bank, and I know what I'm talking about. Because when I tell you all these things, you might think it's a lie. Then later you go and find out. There are some transport companies responsible for transporting these youths from the north every day into the south, and the southerners are not even aware. If whether they are aware, I don't know. Whether they are hand in gloves with them, I do not know. But I know this is a daily thing. It's happening every now and then. I'm telling you, and this is not even news. The security agencies are aware. If you go to the forest of my old state, former Midwest, now Bende and Edo, Delta, Rivers, Bayelsa, all those forests are being occupied by these people from the north. And what are they doing? They're just kidnapping people, extorting millions from them, and then fetching them back to the north. If you think the northerners are not aware, they are aware. They know what is happening. So until we go into all those the basis, the reason why these people are coming from the north, and they say, oh, we this is the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We are free to live anywhere. Nobody is saying you shouldn't live anywhere. But what is persuading majority of them to come to the south? What is in there? It's just essentially to kidnap, to extort, to maim, and to kill us. Particularly during the time of Buhari, that was when it gained ground, and it's still on as we speak. The current government can pretend not to know, but they are aware. The security agencies are aware. Military, police, across board, they are all aware. Arrest any one of them. For instance, there was an incident that happened in Abraka recently. I wouldn't give you the story. You can go and dig deep, and then you see what happened. Look at all the young men who were arrested. Where were they from? They were from Kanu. What were they doing in Abraka? Are they farmers there? Did they go there
Yeah,
to go and
hunter.
farm?
No, they came to hunt.
You later they will say they were hunters. They were coming from River State. They were having going through Edo State. It's not the same thing you will hear. So this is when I say all these things, I'm saying it with all patriotic zeal because I'm a Nigerian. That is my country. That is where I come from. You understand me? Whether we all now travel using our passports is secondary. Maybe if I commit any offense here in the UK today now, they could just cancel my citizenship.
Now that they go remember
Yeah,
say
that
you
is
be
the day they will say,
Nigerian.
oh, you are a Nigerian, go back to where you come from. And that is why we must fight tooth and nail to make sure we practice what we call democracy. Just like what Prince Shilaka said. Are we practicing democracy? As far as I'm concerned, in as much as people like Wike are there, calling the church. And in as much as somebody like President Tinubu is giving cover to all of them, giving them umbrella, just to shield all of them, either from prosecution or from whatever it is. Now tell me what really makes somebody like Wike to be holding, is he fortnightly press briefing? What does he actually tell us? He goes there insulting everybody, insulting all Nigeria, insulting everyone, and everybody just keep mute. And that is surprising to me. Is it not the same country where in 2013, 2014, the civil liberty organizations or whatever they call civil, all of them, they ran amok everywhere. Then it was riot, everything like what you said then initially. Who arrested them? Nobody did. Jonathan did not prosecute anybody. He did not do anything. My only grudge against Jonathan as a Niger Delta man is when he organized that 2014 confab. if if he had implemented most of those implementable resolutions, then I'm sure we would have been on a better footing as of today, as far as democracy is concerned. Even if we were just to strengthen INEC alone, and then the security services like state police. I want us to have state police, but there must be buffers to ensure that state governors don't have executive control over them. There must be some sort of hurdles that will enable the state governor not to be able to give outright approval to police commissioners to go and be harassing his or our political opponents, or to be intimidating people, harassing and killing them. That is the only way. We need state police in Nigeria, not the national police, not instructions from Abuja when something is happening in Ahoda in River State. We need localized police made up of indigenes who knows every nook and crannies of wherever they live. That is what obtains here in the UK, and that is what obtains in the developed world, in the US, everywhere. You have this local police. Nigeria can be an exempt when we are practicing federalism, for that matter. In the US, you are all aware of what obtains there, how police runs there, or how they are controlled, or something. These are all supposed to be independent bodies. But in Nigeria, we know there can be nothing that is independent there. We all know that. But then there should be buffers. Governors don't have the right. The president should not have the right to be directing the IG or all those ones left, right. Shouldn't be able to do that. And besides, what gives the president now the power to extend the tenure of office of the current IG? Why is he still there? His tenure has expired. 35 years of service or 60 years of age or 35 years or something. He should go. There are other capable hands there. Why should he retain him? Buhari laid that precedent, and the current president is going by it. Why? Why can't Nigerians query all these things? Why should it be left to people like Sowore, who speaks from both sides of the mouth? Sowore was once a spokesperson for the APC now. We all know that. We all know what Sowore did
How?
in in
How?
2013, 2014. Precious. I followed Sowore
Eh.
a lot, and I was one of his biggest fans until
I have asked him
yeah,
that question. He said he
yeah,
never
until I
supported him. I
discovered
don't.
that that guy was a social chameleon. He is still a social chameleon.
But he had. No, but he had said that he really
He
never
did.
supported
He
this.
did. He was APC's man Friday. They were paying him loads and loads of money. Let him go and deny it. Is it not Sowore?
That's an accusation. Serious
Is
accusation,
Sowore?
no.
He was their mouthpiece. The insult that man alone gave to Jonathan, that is Sowore himself. If Jonathan were to be the brutal dictator that Tinubu is now, I always say Tinubu is not Jonathan. No. We're just playing there. 2027 will come, he will write result and he will be president. Sowore was one of them. He was one of those Professor Wole Soyinka, all those ones, Femi Falana, all those people now, whether they are green or that's why I call them social chameleons. All of them, hypocrites. Because then it was Jonathan must go. Like what Prince Shilaka said earlier, they were carrying his coffin all over the place. Did anybody arrest anybody? So Sowore is merely getting a taste of what he served to Jonathan. It's just a karma coming back. The chickens coming home to roost. So let them break the other hand that is left so that he will know exactly what
Ah,
it is to be a traitor.
that's all good night.
Sowore is a traitor. In fact, I have it on record confidently that Sowore is working for some agencies from secret services abroad. They said U.S. government, secret services abroad, that Sowore is one of their paid agents in Nigeria who keeps contesting election every year just to put the face that he's a social critic or a political activist. Sowore is not just one of them. Go and dig deep about Sowore. Find out something about Sowore. You will know that I'm not just. I have not. I don't come on platform like this to make unfounded allegations or talk. What I'm saying now, Sowore deep down in his heart knows what I'm talking about. Just that it is sometimes difficult to really come up and prove certain things. But there are certain things at play when you look at all these so-called activists, all of them, even particularly those based in Nigeria. They get funding from foreign sources. They go hand in gloves with some government in power, and then they go there to better their own lots, and then you see them coming to parade. They are all charlatans, all of them. Tell me why Sowore has never seen anything good in Peter Obi. Does he think he can stand Peter Obi in an election? What quality has Sowore got?
Was he like
No,
Peter
not that.
Obi?
Not why is he always castigating Peter Obi? He will always write something bad against Peter Obi. You understand me? People like Adeyanju, all those ones now. I think they said it. They usually say in pidgin English. The day foul wind go blow, you will see natural foul. So, Adeyanju and those ones now, are they all not in the public domain now? You can see all the activities now. We all thought Adeyanju was another political activist, but you can see the game he's playing now with Tinubu and the APC. If I tell you now that Adeyanju is a paid agent of APC, will you believe it? But he is. He is. All of them. These people, then, they are just making loss and loss of money off all of us. And APC, they are just ready there to dish out those money to each and every one of them. If you now, Precious, if APC contracts me today now, I'm ready, they will give you billions. The APC that you are seeing there, that government in power, they are ready to break the bank for anything. And they are commander in chief of propaganda politics. This current APC you are saying. What they did to Jonathan, who will tolerate that? Jonathan did, because that man was a Democrat and still a Democrat. But me too, hearing that he's having some sort of pally with some APC members and wanting to come back to PDP, it makes me think as if maybe It is just people who are being mischievous. Not really, because I've not heard directly from him. So I'm not going to talk ill of him now until I hear him say, "Oh yes, I'm going to take on the call from PDP or from APC." In 2023, I heard he was almost declaring for APC and something. Then I said, "What? Somebody that that Buhari disgraced out of office, insulted and did nothing they didn't do to Jonathan." So if he had let him be playing around, he should come out and say, "Look, I'm not interested in any political office." Those Northerners who are trying to use him as a bait against Obi, he should tell them to go back to their crucibles. They should go back to what they did. They should go and they should have self introspection of what they did to him in 2015. Did they not work out on him because they said, "Oh, he was taking their slot or he wanted to"? So why would they want to take the slot from the south now? Even if you want to take it from Tinubu, we are not going to take it back to them in the north. That 4 years must remain with the Satana. And who is the best person to take that slot? It's Peter Obi. It's either Peter Obi or nobody else. So if they want to go and connive, I told you the other time that the Northerners have a game plan. And I told you that. I don't know if you remember when I told you these people are merely trying to knock the power brokers from the north are trying to knock the PDP Labour Party into one tight corner with Obi, and then the entire north are conniving to vote for one of their own because they're preparing Atiku for that slot. But I told you they were going to remove Atiku. They want to put somebody who will be acceptable to at least majority of some of us in the south, and then they vote en masse for their own, and then they will come to the south and do the split vote. So that the south were saying, "Oh, we are going to entirely vote for Tinubu," is all wax. And everything will fall like a pack of cards. And you will see a Northerner become our president. That is the game the Northerners are trying to play. I'm warning Nigerians now, if they don't know, they will know. When I raised my issues about Buhari in 2015, they didn't believe me. Now we are all in it. We are all feeling the heat now, and that's what the Northerners are planning. They want to take our own 4 years, which of course I don't support. But it doesn't mean if the best candidate comes up, we shouldn't support that candidate for the good of our country. But the unwritten agreement now is 8 years in the south, 8 years in the north. They should allow us serve our 8 years out. But if we are not going to have Tinubu at all for it, it's Peter Obi.
You know you're waiting Tambowa talk. You know you're waiting
I hear
Tambowa
them,
talk.
don't mind
Yeah,
Tambowa.
what the talk says since
Yeah, did
1999.
Nigeria gain
This now,
independence? Did Nigeria gain independence in 1999?
you know you're waiting. So that's the way Tambowa talk. Now, waiting to be said with the mindset where these
That
northerners
is
get
exactly
about
what I'm telling
why.
you. That is the mindset they have. They want to take back power. Now, since independence in 1960, all those military head of states, are they not being regarded as commander in chiefs? Are they counted as being head of state of Nigeria? Gowon, Babangida, Abacha, all those ones. Did they govern Nigeria or not? Are they getting the perks of office as head of state at the moment? Are they not getting everything? So so if you put all those years out of Nigeria's independence, what do you call that? It means they shouldn't be called head of state or former president or something. Is it? So people like Tambua, they think they are clever by half. That was how he betrayed somebody like Wike. Although I don't like, I'm not a fan of Wike now. These people, they think Nigeria is their, toy. Is their birthright to govern us.
Thank you,
That
Mr.
is it.
Edwin. Thank
So
you so
precious.
much.
Thank you very much. Prince Chilaka,
Uh,
I dey already
Yeah,
to follow you. I dey follow you for your this thing. I'm always there.
thank you so much.
Yeah. So precious. Thank you very much for giving us this platform, at least to air our views. Anything that I say on this
thank
platform is not courtesy of you. You go and investigate, and you will come back and tell me, "Oh yes, it's a fact. I have investigated. I've seen it." That is the truth.
Good
Thank
uh,
you very
night.
much.
Thank you
Yeah.
for the disclaimer on my behalf. I
Yeah.
appreciate it,
Good
sir.
night. Yeah.
Okay, please take advice, sir. All right, Prince Francis Chilaka, you get something to say, make I let you
No,
have
good
it
night.
so that I could. You don't want talk. You don't drag me finish. You don't want talk. I no go agree. You go talk. Oh. I no agree. You go talk. I no agree. I don't activate my stubbornness.
I'm trying to protect my mental health.
Mm.
Yes.
All right, thank you. So I'd like to say a big thank you to you. It's always a pleasure to have you here, and I enjoy the conversation this evening. Sorry if I, push you a bit too far, but the essence that we could get a robust conversation. Hear my part, hear your part. I mean, hear Sahara reporter's part, hear your part. And at the end of the day, all of us don't understand what you mean, and we
No
appreciate
problem.
you. Thank you so
All
much,
right.
sir. Thank you so
Okay.
much. We deeply appreciate you. Do enjoy the rest of your evening, sir. All right, Nigerians, that's the size of our package this evening. I appreciate you so much. Abdul, you say the military leaders were not elected. Nobody said they were elected, but what he is saying is that whether they were elected or not, are they enjoying perks of being Nigerian past leaders? Are they enjoying it? Do you pay them as past Nigerian leaders? Are they recognized as past leaders? If they're recognized as past leaders, then why do you delete that part? Why do you insist that the North has ruled less? That's the question. Let's not try to be clever by half, just like Mr. Edwin said. Hmm? Let's try to have that understanding. So please, all right, thank you. You push should go and follow Prince Francis Chilaka, Prince Chilaka TV, Prince Chilaka TV. That's where he is. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I'll see you again tomorrow. God willing, protect your mental health because it's very important to have an finish. Thank you so much for being part of the show. God bless you. Good night and God bless you. My name is Precious Inyi. Follow us across the social media platforms at Precious Inyi TV. Here, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere we are at Precious Amy TV, at Precious Amy TV. That's where we are across all platforms. So follow us across all platforms. I beg now, follow us like a village people. I love you guys. Good night. Protect your mental health. It's very important. Good night and God bless you.